Good afternoon, we are back for the afternoon session on day 2 of the Kamui WPA Women's World 9-Ball Championship 2023 in the Convention Centre at Harrah Casino in Atlantic City. First up is a winner's side match between reigning champion Kelly Fisher and Woo Jin Lee. Your referee for this one is Dwayne Payne. It's WPA rules. Of course, it's a race to 7 in stage 1. Winner breaks 1 on the spot, no 3-point rule. And my name is Mark White, and with me in the booth for this one is the cuddly guy with all the knowledge in the world. Are you all right, Tony? It's Tony Robles.
Yeah, it's great to be here. What a matchup this is, huh?
Yeah, can't wait. Reigning champion from 2019 when this tournament was last played.
I've heard so much about Woo Jin Lee, but I've never had the pleasure to watch her play, so this is my first time.
Yeah, terrific player, big talent. Made a ball on the break, Tony.
Yeah, corner ball went straight in, which is what is expected. Okay, for a second I thought she overhit that badly, but she's good. Another player with an LG logo.
Yeah.
Right? LG patch.
Yeah, South Korea out there. Oh, they're bringing out some great pool players. Oh. Well, and some very lucky ones as well by the looks of it.
Yeah, I think it almost seems like she didn't mean to, but focused more on the cue ball.
The first real tester then. Head still. Do you see that?
Yeah,
what a great,
wow.
Great shot that was. Wants it to bounce a bit more
Got
though.
perfect.
Yeah, it's okay.
Very nice on the floor.
Gonna have to
That was
take
one
the
hell of a
bridge.
shot there.
Beautiful, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Normally you find when people are up against Kelly Fisher, that's worth a rack or two, just having the name Kelly Fisher, you know. But I don't think this girl looks very worried. Just play her own game, play the table.
That's what it looks like, but, you know, I mean, Kelly's a veteran. I consider her one of the greatest players that ever lived. Consistent, won many, many titles. Has a lot of experience. Has been in these situations, so she's ready for this.
Yeah, she's
ready to defend her title.
She's won titles in many disciplines as well, Tony, hasn't she? I mean, she started in snooker and then won world titles at that, 5 I think, and then won 3 billiard world titles, English billiards, and then came across the pond to try her luck at American pool, and well, everyone knows what she's done in this country.
Uh-oh. Got a little close to that 7 ball. Good thing the 8 ball's in front of the pocket. Has to do is focus on making the 7.
Yeah, they're always just a little bit more awkward when the balls are so close together. Harder to see the angle. And she's gone wide. She's gone wide. She's missed it.
Yeah, she's missed it.
Whoa. All because she overhit the previous shot and shows disappointment there. Yeah, see, I always like, Tony, to go and stand well back on those shots and see the cue ball, the object ball and the pocket all in view at the same time. I think it's easier to pick your angle.
Yeah, you know, I learned a trick from Alan Hopkins many years ago. Alan used to shoot that ball, but he would approach it. You know how you approach a shot in a direct line? He would approach it with his head as high as possible. He was standing. And as soon as he felt he got close enough to where he saw the spot, that's when he would get down.
Oh, she's tapping the table. She wants it to slow down. And it's running and running. She's got a tricky little shot into the side pocket here. Can't believe it. Hit it badly. She knew as soon as she'd hit it.
So steady. Her fundamentals are some of the best I've seen. So steady.
What a shot.
Yeah.
Brilliant
Doesn't surprise
shot.
me.
In it goes. First rack, then first blood. Kelly Fisher. This is a winner's side match, so whatever the outcome of this, whoever finishes in second place in this particular match, Tony, has got another chance. Double elimination, stage 1. There she is. From up north, now living in Scotland, where she runs a pool and snooker club with her partner, Val. Hi, Val. I know Val will be watching.
Oh, I haven't seen Val for a long time. If you're watching Val, I hope to see you. I haven't seen you in a while.
She'll be watching, and so will her coach, Lionel Payne. He'll be there.
No relation to Dwayne Payne?
No, I don't think so. Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, Val Finney.
Yep, exactly. Crunching break.
Wow. Very
Controlled
nice.
the
Look at
cue
that, 4
ball.
balls on the break.
Oh my word.
Almost
Look at
5.
this. Look at this.
Almost 5 balls on the break.
Now then, she's got a shot on the 2. It's a little bit awkward cueing, Tony, but
yeah, she just has to cinch it in, stop the cue ball there, and then shoot the 3-8 combination.
Look at that. It was a race between the 4 and the 5. Which one was going to get there first? Well, she'll be happy with that. If you remember, in the last match before Ivanovskaya against Amalia Matas, neither player really got their break working, and I spoke to Veronica afterwards, and as soon as I walked towards her, the first words out of her mouth were, "I played well, but my break, oh dear." Surprised she played it like that, to be honest. I thought she might have.
I thought she was going to
stun it in. Yeah, just stun it in, I thought. Surprised me, that one. Oh, this is tough as well. She's got to get the cue out of the way quickly.
Yeah, she needs to be careful here.
Yeah, could double hit this. It's one of them, isn't it? It's a little tetchy one, touchy. Quite a few in for this one as well. Everyone wants to watch the world champion. Oh,
Very
great
nice
shot. Played it well. Now, obviously, the combo, Tony.
How quickly she got that cue out of the way, Mark.
Yep, controlled it well.
Nine balls, such a cruel game, right, Mark? You make 4 balls on the break, and you don't get out. Then end up, you know, this is the nature of the game. Sometimes you have connect the dots, and other times you have to solve Rubik's Cube.
Yeah, you'd rather have 1 ball on the break and have a shot on the next one, rather than making 4 and having a really difficult shot.
Yeah, I'd rather make 1 and have an easy.
Whoa. Risky.
You know she didn't want to get that close to the side pocket.
Very high Fargo rate. Wu Jin Lee.
What's your
6.93.
Wow.
That's pretty strong, huh? Now we've seen these miss before, Tony, with that long bridge. And there you see it again.
As soon as you say it.
How many more of them are we going to see? Why don't they get the rest out the bridge? I just don't get it. I really don't get it. Extension code.
Like I said, I draw a table length with the bridge. I grew up learning how to play with the bridge. But I feel just as comfortable with the extension, which is, I wasn't kidding in the previous match when I said I have a double extension. I literally have a double extension, so if one doesn't reach, I just attach the other one. But I never use a long stroke. But given the fact that she's shorter, I would imagine you would need another, either the bridge while
wow,
shot.
What a shot. And look at that, still down on the shot. Fabulous. Stayed perfectly still. 2-0, Kelly Fisher now leads. Now, let me tell you something. But I'm going to tell you in about a minute, because we're going to need for a quick break.
Okay.
And back we come. Kelly ready to break, leading 2-0. Race to 7. Oh, what a hit on the balls that was. Has she got a shot?
Yeah, I don't think so. I think she's going to put the cube underneath the 2 and the 4 here. That's what I would do. She might even have a chance to freeze the cue ball, come close to freezing the cue ball, cutting off the rails a bit more.
Yeah, that's where she's going, Tony. It's going to be right behind that 4 ball.
Did she? I think she might have left the, well,
No.
not a gap, but an easy jump shot.
Yeah. She goes straight back for it as well. Still fascinates me, the jump shot. Yeah. Absolutely love it.
She should try to stop the cue ball, shoot a stop shot, but make sure she clears that 6 ball and might have to cut it a little bit just to clear the 6 ball. There you go.
Brilliant. This is a top class shot if it doesn't go in. Even if it did, she wouldn't have minded. Well, Kelly might be coming with the air rush here herself. We're going airborne with British Airways this time.
It's a tough shot. If you're trying, you got to make sure that you hit it thin enough to make it, but to the point where you don't miss the entire ball. That's why most players end up hitting that too thick.
Well, she might have had a little bit of a result here. Easy shot, though, to get behind the 6 ball here, Tony, if she wants it, or is it a little bit too delicate?
It's a little delicate given where the cue ball is. She might just bank it across and leave the cue ball behind the 2, 3, 4, 7. Maybe go downtown with it a bit, right? Hit it too hard, though, the 1 ball.
Oh, little kick off it as well.
See, now Kelly might trap her here.
Behind the 6?
Behind the 6 or behind that cluster of balls there. It all depends. Again, everything depends on the angle and if you're able to hit it the way you need to get it there. I like my chances of putting it behind, but she behind the 3, 2, 3, 4, 7. You have to get dangerously close to that corner pocket here with perfect speed to come off the long rail and freeze by the 6. That's a better shot. Oh, she hit the point, but she got it. I think she got it.
Well, we'll look at the jump stick come out again. Oh, unlucky to catch the point. This is a tough kick, Tony.
That's the right way to shoot it, though. The other way, you're going to scratch for sure. Not that you can't scratch that way. Not that you can't scratch that way, but you have lesser of a chance if you hit it. See, when you're shooting this shot, I think the goal is not to go to the pocket, but to go 1 ball past the pocket. That you're supposed to. That's how you're supposed to shoot that shot. And maybe she did. She just misjudged it. Kelly's going to play a little 1 pocket here. 2, 3, 4 in the same pocket. Mark White style.
I went and hit a few balls during our break. I'll use my
you made someone sit down for 3 racks again?
No, I didn't actually. John Francisco beat me 2-1. He's very shrewd, that John Francisco.
He plays.
He does play.
Off the 7 a bit, little draw. Little draw. She just overdrew it a bit. Pretty sure she didn't mean to do that.
Struggling with the pace at the moment.
See what happened there is you notice what happened. She was trying to hit the 7 a little fuller and just barely came off it. So the cue ball retained most of its backspin. Nice and steady. Mm. She didn't really move there, but she still overcut the ball.
Yeah, I think she was so annoyed at herself for getting the previous shot wrong, Tony.
Could be.
Remember, we were talking about perfection before.
Yeah, I think one time I told you about this sign that they used to have by the Midtown Tunnel in New York City. The sign was discolored. It had garbage on it. It was a massive sign. And it was obviously a work of art. But then they wrote on the sign, perfection is not an accident.
Every morning I wake up during these events, I look forward to sitting next to you and hearing your wisdom. I love it.
Or everyone, interprets perfection in their own way. And when you're expecting perfection and it doesn't happen, the one that focus the most and keeps their eyes on the prize are the ones that succeed the most.
Missed it.
Wow. Wow. Didn't she can we see that again? I'm curious to see how many strokes she took before she actually shot that 8-ball.
Maybe we can have a look after Kelly takes this 8 and 9 ball. She won't get two easier shots than that, and she's not happy with herself.
Look. Oh, well, that was one stroke, but I don't know if she took 2 or 3 strokes. But yeah, she didn't move, that's for sure.
And it goes, and Kelly's just, look at the look on her face there, and Kelly's going to be in the booth with me next, commentating on our next match, and so I've got lots. Made a ball.
Made 2 balls on the break. Well, she's going to go 2 rails, shorten the cue ball with a little bit of right after she gets past the 4. Go between the 4 and the 7. Now the question is, does the 4 go past the 7? Because if not, she's in prime position here to draw back, cut the 3 ball, and play the 4 in the lower right-hand corner pocket. That is from the other view, from this view. She might have to follow 2 rails here.
I think that's the way she's going, Tony.
Yeah. See, now here she might have just the right angle to go 2 rails and run into that 7 and stop the cue ball around that area. If she's unable to go 1 rail without running into it, that is. Looks like she might draw it a bit.
Yes.
It's like she focused more on the cue ball there.
For Kelly Fisher, that was a terrible shot. I mean, never threatened the pocket, did it, that one?
Yeah, I know I know that look. She's trying to figure out what's going on. Why is she missing? She's just trying to figure out what's causing her to miss. Once she figures it out, she's going to take off. Watch the scratch off the 7. Make sure.
Yeah, I mean, the positive side of it at the moment, with Kelly missing like she is, Wu Jin hasn't punished her in any of the racks.
And she's had opportunities to win at least, what, 2 racks?
Yep. Missed that as well.
Oh, wow. Oh, she's just going to go to the side rail, take the longer shot on the 7. That's the right shot.
That's better. Much better.
That's more Kelly-like.
did a lovely
Wow.
drag shot on that. Very well played. Not an easy shot to play.
Not at all.
You have to be very, very confident to play that shot. Now she can just draw across the face of the 9, play the 9 in the same pocket. And in it goes. It's not vintage Fisher, but she's doing. Only had the 1 break so far. She's 4-0 down, but she's had chances and she's not out of it yet. Winner breaks, remember. Kelly smashing that again.
That.
How many balls has she
4
made
again.
there?
4 again. This time she has a pretty decent shot in that 5 ball. Gonna have to shoot over the 8 a bit.
Well, I can tell you, let you into a little secret. I spoke to Kelly before she came out to the States for this tournament, and she says she's really been working hard on the break.
It shows. She's hitting the ball with authority. Looks like she moved a bit. Look. Let's see.
Yes, she all went, her whole body went forward.
Yeah.
Tried to put
Lunge
too much into
forward
it.
a bit.
Lunged forward, yeah. And she's the first to admit as well, she's got that little bit of a stab in her stroke sometimes when she's not on top form. But Wu Jin at the moment is really, really struggling, and she's not putting any pressure on Kelly's misses at all.
Yeah, she has not capitalized on any of Kelly's mistakes up to this point. Overhitting again. Yeah. Overhit it again. It's weird. It's weird. I'm not used to seeing her do this.
I mean, I didn't think she could hold that anyway. Did you?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I thought she could have. You know how when she killed that ball last rack on the 7 ball where she dragged the cue ball?
Yeah.
She could have done something similar, but not drag it, just hit it a little harder than drag speed, just to barely get some draw on that one.
Oh.
Very nice, very nice.
Pocket speed. Could see a big shot here around the angles.
It's a good thing she hit on the thick side, because if not, the cue ball would have wound up behind the 9.
Nicely played. Come past the 9. Get off that rail though. Once again.
Little kick to help. Body English.
Quick kick, fire Fisher. That's better.
Yeah, it was a hell of a shot right there.
Brilliant shot. Really was. Digging down. And it goes. Although she's not looking comfortable, she is 5-0 ahead. Now then, Ali Fisher in action against Elu Kibaroglu later. Pia Filler will be up against Kristina Zlateva. And our next match on this table will be Jasmine Ocean against Melanie Sugenguth from Germany. And in the booth for that one will be myself and Kelly Fisher. Looking forward to that, Tony. Sorry, mate, but she's prettier than you.
That's okay. I love it. I love Kelly. No Kelly a very long time.
Oh, look, I'm sorry to interrupt, but look at that face. It makes me feel so sad now. She looks distraught, breaking off.
Well, you said it before the match started. The loser is still in the tournament and in the hunt for the prize, right? Look at that. 4 balls on the break again. She's consistently making
twice in a row.
I mean, she's just hitting them great. Corner ball, 1 ball. The bottom ball keeps banking 1 rail, and the second ball is banking 1 rail as well to the side pocket. You do realize this match started at 2 o'clock and it's 2:31, right? and she's about to possibly go on the hill.
Yeah, and cast your
Amazing.
mind back, though, to rack number 1 when Wu Jin should have won it, and she didn't. And this is what happens when you don't punish the champions. They take advantage of it, and then they just wear you down. And Kelly will be the first to admit that she hasn't played her best pool by, well, by a long way yet. Smiling again. She's struggled with the speed.
Well, you know, she's overhit a number of shots already, so she figures, let me take a little speed off of this one. She underhit it. Still made it, though.
And I think that's what the Wry smile was about. I've been hitting too hard, now I'm hitting too soft. But she is on the hill, 6-0 against Wu Jin Lee. Great performance. Rubelin Ahmet has taken a 4-3 lead over Cheska Centino. A real battle of the Filipinos there.
Whatever she's doing with the break, it's working phenomenally because she's making the one on the side, she's making the corner ball, the bottom ball on the rack behind the, I mean, in the bottom of the rack, the back of the rack is banking one rail towards the upper corner right-hand pocket, and the second ball is banking one rail to the side pocket.
Yeah, I think Kelly loves Dwayne Payne at the moment. Keep racking them like that, Dwayne.
Yeah, who wouldn't? But let's see if that 4-ball banks one rail all the way to the top right-hand corner, and the 8-ball banks one rail to the side. You already know the corner and the one. One doesn't always go, but it goes a lot. One. See the 4-1 rail.
Yeah.
4-1 rail all the way to the top right-hand corner pocket.
Has she got a shot on the one? No, she hasn't.
No. Look at the 4-ball. One rail. Boom. Straight. Straight in.
So she's gonna, is she gonna push here? I think she's gonna have to push. She calls the push out. Coming to look, where do I want that cue ball?
Those 4 balls are all parallel to each other, right?
Trying to tempt Wu Jin. Wonder what she's got in mind. Well, the way her luck's been and the amount of shots she's had, I might just try and thin this 9-ball and see, show you the 1 ball and see what happens. So she's put her back in. Now, what did Kelly have in mind here then? She had something in mind, Tony, because when you push out,
I won't be surprised if she rolls this in, Mark, and goes right in between the 6 and the rail and goes past the 9-ball, 2 rails. Unless she just plans on playing it safe.
oh,
I don't know about that.
Where's the cue ball?
That was very dangerous because I don't think she had a full enough hit from that angle to be able to avoid the scratch.
Well, she could certainly hit a lot more of it than she did. She just called it bad, I think, Tony.
Yeah.
So
well,
come on, Wu Jin.
Let's see if Wu Jin takes advantage of this. I'm not sure what she was trying to do there. I would have thought that she wanted more angle. I mean, less angle on the 1 so she can go past the 6, not run into it. Now she's going to have to slow roll this one and avoid having to go on top of the 6 or behind it. It's a little bit of a thin hit. Doesn't need to hit this hard, just come off the left-hand rail.
Great
Very
camera
nice.
work there. We were on the cue with Wu Jin then, weren't we? We played the shot with her. Very nice stroke. Draw straight back.
Wow.
Head up, head up.
Wow.
Oh, Wu
See if we can take another look at that real quick.
Yeah, I think I had.
He might have rushed that last stroke. Just took a little stab at it. No, yeah. She had some elbow movement there during the stroke. She didn't rush it, but she definitely raised her elbow a bit.
I think we can put this down to she's had one of them games where it just hasn't worked.
I think she hit that a little harder than what she wanted to there, Mark.
Yeah, you got to say, Kelly hasn't played her best pool here today by any means. And if she'd have been playing somebody who was on form, it might have been a different scoreline. But then again, of course, Kelly can step it up to when she has to. She's played good enough, and now just this 9-ball for a very comfortable win as it's turned out.
In 37 minutes.
Unbelievable. 48 minutes, we had Jasmine Ocean winning 7-1. This is even better, and it goes, and she can't believe it. 7-1, I can't believe it either. They have a lovely little hug. Wu Jin deserves a hug after that. Well played, Kelly Fisher, and she'll be in the booth with me for the next match. That's coming up at 4 o'clock local time. Tony Robles, thank you so much. And
I'll see you at 7 o'clock.
I'm Mark White. And Tony, by the way, you will be in the booth with Christina Zlateva. See you later, guys.